Howdy there, folks. This is Lapidary Dave. I'm slowly getting ready for the Quartzite Gem and Mineral Show, and then immediately after the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, which is quite a drive for me here in Taos, New Mexico. But I do want to keep putting out videos for you folks while I can until the shows. This video is going to be a little bit different. It was inspired by one of my subscribers during a live video. And this video is going to be on gem and mineral themed YouTube creators that you might not know, that you should definitely subscribe to or at least check out. I'm going to share with you 5 of my favorites, no particular order, and I will be putting out more of these types of videos in the future. I'm going to start off with Daniel Lopaki. Daniel Lopaki, Lapidary and Metalsmithing is his channel. He is an award-winning lapidary and jeweler. I'm friends with him on Facebook, where he shares his amazing, extremely high-end Chinese turquoise collection, and definitely helps to educate people on high-end turquoise from China. A lot of people don't even know that there can be high-end Chinese turquoise. It can be just as high-end as American, just cost just as much or sometimes even more. But what I really love about his channels is his techniques for making beads. He's an award-winning bead maker. I believe he's won awards here in America and in China. That bead you just saw there took him 35 hours to make, and it wasn't even finished at that point. A lot of people might find it hard to believe that a bead can take 35 hours, but that's why he wins awards. These are world-class collectible pieces. Right here, he's spinning a bead against a wooden wheel charged with diamond, I believe. That's how he gets such an amazing polish without undercutting or orange peeling, I believe the gentleman talks about. Here's the bead he was just working on. You can see here the hole is totally like I guess you call it chamfered or something. Like, it's rounded onto the inside, perfectly polished, no blowout, and polished on the inside. This gentleman has inspired a few of my videos, one of which is making cabochons using a flex shaft or rotary tool. My video used a stationary set of diamond wheels to make the cab, but here you can see him spinning a cabochon using a flex shaft against the spinning wheel. And here you see him spinning what might be turquoise or chrysocolla against the wheel in a similar fashion to make a perfectly rounded bead. He does flip it over to do this on both sides. You can imagine this works the stone very fast. You could easily make yourself a set of graduated beads for a necklace. He has all kinds of these techniques. Make sure to follow him, subscribe, check him out. This next creator, I believe his name is Voila or Voilette, Patrick. We're just going to call him Patrick. And he is a gemologist from France who makes some of the best, if not the best, gemstone documentary videos. What's amazing about Patrick is that he goes over a huge variety of different gemstones, and he goes to these places all around the world to talk with the miners, to talk with the dealers, to talk with the jewelry makers and the manufacturers. He often shows, the people, the native people to the country wheeling and dealing for stones, which is really interesting. That's something a lot of people might not see. And then these are the people that, the people who are buying it are the people that would actually go to some of the larger shows such as Tucson or Denver to sell to you. Yes, he goes over stones such as, turquoise, emerald, tanzanite, coral, diamonds. He goes over sapphires and rubies. Did I say tanzanite already? He goes over a bunch of stuff, all different kinds of gemstones, shows you some of the stones from antiquity, talks about not just why these stones are precious, but also the lore of the stone and the mythology of the stone. That's my favorite part, when he tells you the old ancient stories of the Native Americans from Bolivia and why the Bolivianista is so precious because of ancient gods or goddesses or other types of creation stories. This gentleman also goes down into the mines where a lot of other gemologists probably wouldn't even dare to go, to show you folks how these people are working the stones. This particular video is the ametrine from Bolivia, also called Bolivianista, the national stone. One of my favorites is the one on Dominican Republic, where he goes over the amber and Larimar. I've watched every single one of his videos more than a few times. This gentleman also puts out his videos in multiple languages, so if you don't speak English, that's fine. He has Spanish, German, French, maybe a few others. Check him out. Durango Silver Company, probably my favorite turquoise creators, YouTube creators. This is Dylan and John Hartman. I don't know if they still own their shop in Durango, but they are the turquoise gurus. They share all types of lapidary and silversmithing techniques. Right here, he's slicing some Bisbee turquoise. Right here, he's showing off how to expand a ring, make a ring bigger without removing the turquoise stone. He had it in water. And right here, he's slicing, he's cabbing a piece of Bisbee, probably worth well over $2,000. They talk about pricing turquoise, which is pretty awesome. They talk about variety, what makes any particular piece expensive. They talk about, different varieties from the same mine. How one piece of Kingman can be $1 a gram, while others can be well over $100 a carat. And they show off these different variations in turquoise. Chat a little bit about it. Right here, you're seeing two different variations of Kingman, which look completely different. They're amazing people. Check them out. They also talk about stabilized turquoise if you're interested in learning about that. The Lapidary channel is a channel that started around the same time as me. I don't remember the lady's name, but she's a great lapidary, definitely a lot better than me. And I'm putting her on this list for a lot of you folks that might have been asking me about stabilizing and how to stabilize. She has probably some of my favorite videos on stabilizing using, I believe, Opticon and Cactus Juice. Check out these videos. It's easier for her to explain it than for me to explain it. She goes over how to do it, why it's better than most, and what, tools and techniques you're going to need. She also goes over some, niche techniques that other people might not even think about making videos on. Right here, she's talking about charging a canvas polishing pad, which came with her Cab King. I actually found her from her Cab King videos. When I first got sponsored by Cab King, I was looking up other Cab King videos. The lady from the Lapidary channel also owns a few different mines and goes to mines in her videos. I think she owns a mine that produces gem silica chrysocolla. She goes to the Cadillac Ranch where Fordite comes from, or some Fordite, at least, most Fordite comes from the Ford factory. But check out her channel, she's awesome. The last channel that I'm going to share with you folks is Fire Agate Mark. I believe this gentleman also started around the same time as me. Obviously, he works fire agates. He does other things. I'm sure he does a lot more than fire agates, maybe just doesn't share it. If you work fire agates, you can work almost anything. But what's cool about this gentleman is that he shows the tools that he uses instead of just carving the fire agates in front of you, which is precious information. Not just what shape of diamond tools he's using, but what grits, what brands, which is pretty rare in the lapidary world. Most people just show you what they're using, but he goes over what websites he's buying them from, what shapes, why does he pick these shapes, what these shapes do of polishing. It's absolutely amazing. Even if you're not into fire agates, you're going to want to follow Mark, because a lot of the techniques and tools that he shows you can be used on different stones, such as opals, or even making cabochons using flex shafts, dremels, hand drills, or other things that are not lapidary wheels. He shows you what tools to use from rough grits all the way to finished, polished pieces. You're definitely going to want to check him out. And if you're not a lapidary artist, enjoy his beautiful fire agates that he shares. Anyway, those were some of my favorite YouTube creators. I hope you enjoyed. I will be putting out at least 1 or 2 of these types of videos a month. there are well over 100 channels that we all should be subscribed to in this very niche lapidary, gemstone, rockhounding community. This is just a few that I thought didn't get as much attention as they deserve, and you should check them out. I think I will be making a giant list on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure to follow me via #LapidaryDave on either of those platforms. Stay tuned for quartzite videos, then shortly after, Tucson videos. If you are in quartzite or in Tucson, please let me know. It would be a pleasure and an honor to meet you folks. Anyway, make sure to like if you liked it. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And have a great night, y'all. I love y'all. See you soon.